Hey, what's up everyone? It's Jimmy Dimmy here, back with another video, and today I'm revealing the best Giannis build that you can make in NBA 2K26. Now, for starters, everyone I've been seeing has been making some really good variations, so if you don't like this one, I totally get it. There's some other ones out there, but this is what I truly believe is the best Giannis build that you can make in the game. So everyone else that I've been seeing, I'm not going to name any creators' names, but they've been making a lot of 6'10s, maybe even 6'9s and 6'11s. I definitely recall 6'10s and 6'11 Giannis builds. In my honest opinion, I don't believe Giannis is 6'11. He's definitely not 6'10. Like, make a Sean Kemp build. These dudes are making Sean Kemp builds out here, which is fine. It's just, I think Giannis is dominant as a footer. And in NBA 2K26, you can make a legit Giannis build. Now, I mean, regardless of the shooting, is he the best shooter? No, he probably has a really good mid-range game, but not as good three. But this is 2K26, so you need to be able to stretch the floor. And as you can see in the background, I mean, you see the stats. If you want to check out the stats, cool. You could pause the video. I'm just going through some animations and some other things. And just in a few moments, I'm about to break down every single stat. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get right into it. So starting with finishing, I did a 90 because I was planning on doing +2 to get gold paint prodigy. Just a quick tidbit, I didn't know like how many cap breakers I was gonna do, so I kind of like, when I first made my build, because I have a 90 on that as well, I was just like, I'm probably just only gonna get 5. But now that I've been playing the game a lot, I think I'm going to get 10. So that would be more than enough for my last build. And you could check out my last build on the last video that I posted. But this is a revised version. This is what I would do now and would post and recommend everyone to make if they want to make a Giannis build. But yeah, 92 close shot, gold paint prodigy. And the reason why I like high close shot is because when your dunks aren't working, you don't get the right animations. That's when close shot pops up. And also to your driving layup. So yeah, going on to driving layup, you get a 90 driving layup, which gives you gold physical finisher. Really good badge. I always like that badge. Does it pop up all the time? No, but again, really good bell out badge if you are a finisher and you want to finish at a high level. The lowest I would maybe go for that is silver. Bronze is okay, but I mean, gold is really good. I've tested Hall of Fame and Legend. I kind of think they're overkill. I think gold is that sweet spot, but maybe NBA Toots could debunk that. I'm sure it's linear going up or whatnot, but who knows. But onto driving dunk. I did an 89 to get all the contact dunks, and also too, if I did +1, or if you do +1, you get Giannis's alley-oop package. And this whole entire build, as you can see, is set up in a way to get pretty much Giannis everything. So you're gonna get the dunks, the shooting, you could get his jump shot, and as you can see, actually let me go in order. I'm getting ahead of myself. So standing dunk, I did 90 because if I did +5, I could get Hall of Fame. For standing dunk, I have a 65 post control. And the reason why I did 65 is because I do not post up. I don't post up. This is a rim running build. As you can see the name, I'm gonna pop it up later again too. But spoiler, glass cleaning rim runner. That's what you're gonna be doing, man. You're not gonna be posting up. But with cap breakers, you can add some post control to it. I don't know what that would unlock, but me personally, I don't post up. I like to play fast. I like to, run around the court. I like to set screens and roll, all that stuff. I don't like posting up. I do maybe plan on making a post build this year, but this ain't the one. So if you're looking for post control on your Giannis build, then play around with the builder. This is kind of like a template for you. But on to shooting. So I did 70 and 78. 78 3 you're gonna feel very, very, very confident with. Yeah. You can go higher in terms of your badges or whatnot. You could do shooting specialization, but I just wouldn't do that with a Giannis build. But if you want to get glitchy with it, highly recommend it, because 78 3 is really, really good. And then you have an 80 free throw, which is very, very good. I think 70 is decent, but anything higher than a 70, so like 75 and up, I feel like if you find the right free throw, you're going to make literally everything without trying. And then on to playmaking. So 76 for the playmaking, I put there because that's a really, really good starting place. Really, really good. And then if you cap break this up, I forgot how many. I'll show the cap breakers after I'm done with the breakdown. But a 76 is very, very solid. But you need an 84, I believe, to get Giannis's passing style. With cap breakers, if you fully max it out, you get an 87 with this, I believe. I know for a fact you get gold break starters, so really, really good. Ball handle, if you get it to a 65, you get Giannis's dribble styles. Excuse me, all the crossovers and all that stuff. So that's another way to be honest. 60 speed with ball. I just always like the high speed with ball possible, especially with my big men. Helps me, just move around with the ball a little bit better than when you have like the least amount of speed with the ball. It's just like you just move so slow, you don't really feel like a slasher. At the end of the day, this is the tallest slasher that you can make. 7 foot every single year. And kind of like a funny random fact, or maybe this isn't a fact, but I heard it from one of the devs. One of the devs said that every single year their coworker or something like that makes a 7 foot build, and just like a 7 foot slasher every single year. That's what they love to do. So that's why I think it's in the game. Again, don't fact check me, I guess. So maybe it's not a random fact, but I swear I heard that from somewhere, from one of the devs, that someone on the team loves to make a 7 foot slasher every single year. So that's why 7 foot is kind of like the tallest slasher that you can make each year. If you notice, it's definitely a trend. But on to defense. So with defense, I did an 83 for the interior defense. If you want to do +5, you get 88. Then you'll have the 84 strength that gives you gold. Interior lockdown, I forgot the name for it. Perimeter defense and steal. I never put steal on my builds. I don't like being like, I just get too frisky with it. I don't know the term, but with steals, I steal too much, and then I jump the passing lanes too early or too late, and it's just annoying. I'd rather just stay put. That's why I don't put steal on my build. But those are two areas where you can add cap breakers to increase the overall. And also, what's great with having an 80 interior with your 80 block, you get the Rim Guardian takeover, man. So if you already know from my last video, I was complaining because the first Giannis build I made didn't get Rim Guardian, and that's the takeover I actually really wanted, because you get see the future. So with this one, you definitely get it. And then of course you could do +4 to that with cap breakers, which would give you silver paint patroller, really good. So yeah, and then onto rebounding. So with rebounding, 80. So this is the thing with 80 offensive rebound. It's really good to get rebounds if you're missing maybe a dunk or a layup or whatnot, or even, someone else's rebound, like your teammates when they shoot. Really good base. I wouldn't go lower than 80 personally. I never do, or I try not to for my builds. Excuse me. So I think that's a really good, place to be at, especially if you're going to be like spacing the floor, shooting middies and threes and all that stuff. Like, you don't really need a high offensive rebound, even though it's cheaper than defensive rebound. So 92 D board, that's the lowest I would ever go on any of my builds. I love rebounding and gold rebound chaser since they introduced rebound chaser. Has been my sweet spot, my favorite like go to. I don't like silver, I don't like bronze, I like gold. So gold and up. And I feel like in past 2Ks, like I feel like gold worked better than, I think 2K20 specifically. I liked gold more than Hall of Fame, but I digress. And then as for physicals, I always max out my physicals. So 72 speed is great. 61 agility, has you, moving pretty well on the floor laterally. 84 strength is really good in my opinion. I don't see too many builds going high strength, at least, from what I've matched up against. So 84 is really, really good. And then 85 vertical. You could go 83, save you a couple points, and you could put it somewhere else, but I just always feel like 85 vert every single year. It just does something for my builds. Maybe not, maybe it's a placebo, but 85 just feels right. Especially when I have lower block but high rebound. I just feel like 85 is that threshold. If you watch any of my previous videos, you know that 85 is kind of like that magic number in 2K. So that's the reason why I went with it. So on to the cap breakers. Pretty much this was me earlier looking at all the cap breaking potential that I have for this build. Again, this is not my build. This is a much improved version of my current build in various areas, especially defensive and playmaking. And definitely what I would do if this was my build, I would definitely do the +5 for the pass accuracy. That would give you 87 pass accuracy plus gold break starter, as well as you would get Giannis pass style. So again, this is a Giannis build. So with this kind of setup, you're going to unlock pretty much every single Giannis animation there is that I could think of. Maybe not his motion style, I believe, but everything else. And then, I'm just going through because, you could add +4 to the block and get silver paint patroller. You do +5 and get the interior lockdown. What else can you do? Yeah, again, +2 for the close shot, +5 for standing dunk, +1 to get Giannis's alley-oop package. And yeah, it's pretty much, straightforward. But if you guys already have cap breakers, go ahead and, tweak the build. Like, as I was saying, like, even if you did post control, if you wanted to add post control, if you decided not to do post control like myself, but you change your mind later on, if you added 5 cap breakers, I believe it takes it to like an 83. I don't know what that unlocks. You'll have to look that up. But you could also take vertical down by a couple. That'll save you some extra points as well. There is some flexibility with this build for sure, but this is exactly what I would make if I had to do it all over again to kind of redeem messing up my first build. But again, I'm having a ton of fun with my first build. I'm having a lot of fun, but this build is legit. And as you can see, it's popping up right now. What is it? You already saw it earlier if you was peeping. It's Glass Cleaning Rim Runner. That's a dope name. I love that personally. And as you can see too, my face creation for the build, that's not the Giannis one. I'm gonna drop that one pretty much when I drop this video as well. But that face creation that you just saw was Michael Beasley. That was my second build. That's a 3-level score, I believe it's called. ton of fun with that build. And I'm only like a 78 right now, but that build's legit. Offensive beast, but I have the potential to put some cap breakers for defense and just make that build just even better. But if you guys really, stuck it out this far, and you enjoyed the video, I really appreciate you guys sticking it out. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. If you could like the video, share the video, subscribe, all that stuff. It just helps me out so much. But yeah, hope you guys are having fun. Let me know what you guys would do different with this build. I would love to know. But yeah, I'll just see you guys in the next one. Peace.